Hello, everyone, Randy here again, and we're playing Farming Simulator 15 on Ohio. And today, folks, we have a rather beautiful day in Ohio. Okay, maybe not, it's raining. But yes, we have the John Deere DB120 seeder. I know it looks like it's actually in the ground at the moment. Let me double check. Yes, it's stuck in the ground again. It likes to do that for some reason. Anyway, just hopped on the server here. There we go. Now it's back up out of the ground. And we are joined at the moment by Farmer Joe, Zach, and Mini Kitty 11. Who has, wow, individuals been on for a while. Okay. Yes, we're going to start seeding some corn here. And we got the Big Bud 320. This is the same one I'm using on Oklahoma, by the way, for those of you wondering. And yes, in case you folks couldn't tell, this is one big, huge seeder. See if we can get a headland on here in a moment. Others will be driving in the ditches continuously. Looks like we should probably look at maybe grabbing some more seed here pretty quick too. Anyway, folks, like I was saying there last episode, we are progressing quite nicely on this map. Actually, very, very quickly. The biggest thing, folks, is we own all the fields, so we're not having to buy fields. So we're, like, really making the money quite quickly with silage, crops, etc. Probably have actually killed the crop prices on quite a few things. Fortunately, I can't quite zoom out far enough to see the entire seeder here. Actually, you know what I can do, folks? Actually, it's... There we go. Now I can see the entire seeder. We'll just hide that. Is this seeded already? It kind of looks like it is. Let's check the map here. Do we have like a partially seeded... what field am I on? I am on... This was... I'll bring the map up. What place is this? This is home place 1 and 2. So, what do we have planted on home place 1 and 2? No, I guess there's nothing planted there. It looks like something's planted here, though, doesn't it? Maybe it's... You know what? It might be oats that are harvested here, folks. That might be what it is. Probably what it is. Okay. The oats on this map, by the way, if folks have not seen them, are definitely a little bit bugged out. They don't actually turn brown to harvest them. They're actually green when you harvest them. So, I don't know. Maybe you do that somewhere, but that's pretty backwards to what I know of oats. Oats should look pretty much like wheat when you harvest it. I mean, obviously it's oats, but, you know, oats turns a nice kind of golden brown and it's ready to harvest. But, yeah, not on this map. It's actually green when you harvest it. The seeder, by the way, for those of you wondering where you can get the seeder from, obviously if you join the multiplayer server, you can get it from the multiplayer server. But if you don't want to join the multiplayer server, you can also get this from the American Style Modding website. And Big Bud, by the way, comes from the American Eagle Modding website. Watch where I'm going here, too. And you know what? Maybe we'll advance time here a little. Let me unhide the HUD here a moment. 5. Advance time just a little more, see if we can get rid of some of this rain. You know, folks, it's funny how the game will not let you harvest in the rain, but you can plant in the rain. That just seems kind of backwards. I don't know about you folks, but yeah, something doesn't seem quite right about that. Mind you, if it's a little bit of rain, you can probably get away with it. But if it's like pouring down, wet mud, you're definitely not going to be doing any planting in that, or cultivating, or anything for that matter. There's what oats look like, by the way, folks. What we're, oh, I think I just ran out of seed. Or maybe I didn't just run out of seed. I ran out of seed a little bit back here. Okay, we're challenging my backup skills here. Where did I run out of seed? I could probably actually look at the map. Let's grab... Oh boy, where is it? That's going to be the question. The supply truck. Where's the supply truck? Turn it off. Interesting enough, it's still on yet, even though we're out of seeds. Now we'll have to see if we can find the supply truck here in a moment. The John Deere planter here, by the way, a DB120, like I was saying. I believe that's a 48-row planter. So 48 rows of corn getting planted. No small number there, that's for sure. I guess I could have kept backing up. Oh, maybe Farmer Joe went and grabbed the supply truck. Like I said, I don't know where it is. Probably stuck in a ditch somewhere again. Let's see, supply truck. Where's the supply truck? I hate to start tab. Oh, there it is. I seen it. Oh, somebody's in it, I guess. Okay. Oh, Farmer Joe says he's coming. Excellent. We got quite a bit of equipment on the map here already, in case folks can't tell. It's a lot of smaller equipment. We don't have anything like majorly big yet. But yeah, we do have quite a few smaller tractors like John Deere 4440 size, that type of thing. We do have a couple of trucks. At least I know we got one truck anyway. Thought we had two. Maybe we just got one. We do have a big New Holland combine now. Anyway, while we're waiting, we'll see if we can read a couple comments here a moment. And I will have to say one thing on the multiplayer server here. It does seem like we can learn how to drive on here. You folks that are playing on the multiplayer server will know what I'm talking about there. The map, by the way, does not have any border around the outside edge. Nope, still not good. I think he's got to be behind the seeder. There we go. Nice turn there. But yeah, like I was saying, folks, the map does not have any border around the outside edge of the field. There we go. So you can, unfortunately, actually drive off the end of the map if you're not careful. And the thing is, some of these fields, like the west side here, or even the east side, I guess either side will work. Actually, all the way around. Let's put it that way, folks. All the way around the map. Some of these fields are fairly close to the edge, and you can actually drive, or a hired worker can drive right off if it wanted to. So I think we've actually planted some grass along some of these edges to fix that, hopefully. Yeah, I think someone just went straight down here and planted like a line of grass to hopefully fix that. Looks like we did the same thing over here, too. So hopefully hired workers won't fall off the edge of the map. Okay, we are full. Get the tractor straightened back out here. Oh, look at all the tracks here. What's up with that? That's a lot of tracks. And already lowered. Good. Big Bud seems to handle this planter with no problem. Okay, now we should be destroying those oats. Yep. And like I said a couple moments ago, folks, that is what oats look like. Like I said, at least for what I'm used to seeing, not correct. Those oats should be brown. Not green yet. And seeing as how we do have the GPS somewhat lined up here, we'll just use that line and keep on going that way. Like I said when we started, folks, here, I'm trying to get a headland so it can make it a little easier to turn around on the field here. Stay out of the drainage ditches that way. The small ditches aren't so bad, folks. It's the rivers you got to watch out for. And we definitely have a habit of driving into them, it seems like. We're actually having a bit of fun with that last night there on the server, trying to get a couple of vehicles out of the river. I think we actually got them all out. With the exception of, was it the truck? I think I ended up getting rid of the truck because we could not get it out. But I think everything else we actually got out of the river. Oh, the planter's going to actually flex into the ditch, isn't it? I'll be careful here because this planter will probably reach all the way across the ditch and start planting the next field there. Oh, and it's still raining yet. I was hoping the rain would quit. Oh, well. The ditches like this, by the way, are quite common for what I would see in my area as well. Very common to see the ditches along the roads and running through fields. And I know the GPS is over a little bit, but provides a nice, easy, straight line here. Anyway, like I said, folks, we were going to read some comments there a moment ago, and we kind of got distracted. Zax was asking, do you do much with cows? Talking about on Oklahoma. Other than feed them, folks, no. At least on Farming Simulator. Dirt Bike was saying, get the crop destruction mod. No. Terrible idea. And by the way, if you folks have drive control actually does, I don't know if you want to call it crop destruction, but that's essentially what it is. It does actually come with that. So, Dakota was saying a John Deere 4440 would have about 110 horsepower. Yes, if you folks did not see it, we did a little pull off there between the John Deere 4440 and the International 3588. Actually got a couple more pull-off videos I need to upload yet. Been having a bit of fun with that. It's a bit interesting to see what tractors in-game, anyway, will out-pull each other. And I'll have to say, folks, sometimes the results are a bit surprising. And I just happened to notice something with this planter here. There's a hitch on the back. I wonder if the anhydrous tanks will attach to the back here. Might have to go look at that. I don't have them on the server. I don't know if I have any single player or not, but I know I have seen the anhydrous tanks. I wonder if you can attach them to the back of this planter. And wow, this seems like a big field. We haven't even made it all the way around yet that I know of. I think we're actually only halfway. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we're halfway around yet, to be honest with you, folks. I forget exactly. I think we're up by somewhere by the fuel icon there where we started, so I guess we're about halfway around the field. Tim was asking, how do I get the Pleasant Valley map for Farming Simulator 15? Best way I know to get it, folks, check out DodgeNet on Facebook. He has the links there. Also, on his YouTube channel, that as well. We're gonna get... Oh, just missed Farmer Joe there. Oh, but we're not going to miss that pole. Where are we? Oh, I guess we go through the pole. Okay. We're going through the pole. I don't quite want to realign the GPS, folks, because I already have it lined up for starting the field, so I kind of want to keep it that way. That's why I'm not changing the GPS yet, anyway. I guess I could. It's not that hard to realign it. Just that we're, constantly changing directions here, so... And by the way, before somebody comments, hey, GPS on Big Bud, not a real thing. Actually, folks, it is. You can get GPS on Big Bud tractors. So, for those of you who say can't have GPS on Big Bud, you actually can. And also, I always get people saying Big Bud here is not to scale. I think a lot of people confuse this tractor with the Big Bud. And by Big Bud, we're talking about the Big Bud 747. This, folks, is not Big Bud 747. This is a more of a production Big Bud tractor. As far as I know, Big Bud 747 was just a one single tractor. I don't think there's more than one of those that I know of. However, the Big Bud 320 here, like I said, this was actually a production tractor. They made, I don't know how many they made of these, but... So that might be what confuses some people with the scale, is tractors say why it's not quite to scale. Like I said, folks, it might not be to scale. I'm not sure on that. But keep in mind, this Big Bud is not as big as the Big Bud 747. And that's why it only has, I think it was 320 horsepower too. Whereas the Big Bud 747, I believe, is 1,100, something like that. I guess they've retuned that tractor and redone it a few times, and every time they do it, they up the horsepower by a couple hundred, because why not? Izzy was saying, when I was playing on your multiplayer server... Oh, this must be where we started, I guess? We got some corn here. Anyway, back to Izzy's comment. When I was playing on your multiplayer server, the ping was hitting the Montreal Very Games server location. Okay, folks, so that might be where this server is located. Like I said before, I'm not entirely sure where the server here is actually located, other than to know it's probably in Canada somewhere based upon the ping. And yes, I know we're destroying a little bit of corn over there. So is this where we started? Let's see if the GPS lines up. And yeah, because I have time sped up, that's probably why some of the crops have already started growing. Oh well. Yep, this must be where we started, folks. Like I said, the GPS lines up here. Oh, and it's going to replant that. Why did it replant that? It should not have done that, because I have it raised up. Okay, I guess I don't have it raised up. Oh, now it raised up. Okay. Don't know why it wasn't raised up there, but anyway. Let's see, is Farmer Joe still planting behind me? Yes, he is. That, I think, is the Kinsey 3700 planter. Be comparable to the John Deere DB120, so not quite as big as this planter. As far as I know, like, take off the little side wings on here, and it's going to be the same size. It's this planter folds up one more time, so makes it a little bit bigger. Cody was asking, why can't I mow alfalfa on Oklahoma? I get a lot of people asking why they cannot either A, mow alfalfa or clover, or why they cannot harvest sunflowers or soybeans on Oklahoma. And my answer to all you folks that are asking that question is the multi-fruit mods. Make sure you have the multi-fruit mods. If you do not have them, that's most likely why you cannot mow or harvest the extra crops. And like I mentioned before with the multi-fruit mods, folks, you need to make sure you have 2 of them. There are 2 multi-fruit mods at the very minimum that are needed. There are actually more. There's like an extended, and there's a compost, and there's a stand. There's like half a dozen that I've seen multi-fruit mods for Pacific applications and Pacific maps. But at the very minimum, folks, you need to make sure you have 2 multi-fruit mods. And if you download it from Mod Hoster, you should get both of them. Let's see what's here. Is Farmer Joe still behind me? Hey, there, raised up. I don't see him. Let's check the map. Yes, he is behind me, so I'm not sure where I'm going to start planting here then. We're going to skip a couple rows here then, maybe. At least I'm assuming that's him on the map there anyway. Oh, it quite lower fast enough. I'm never sure, folks, with the seeder, if as soon as it starts to lower, it's going to start planting, or once it's all the way done, it's going to start. It seems like it varies depending on the mod. Some of them, as soon as you start to lower them, cultivator, planter, whatever it is, it starts to work. Others, it waits till it's all the way down, which would make sense, by the way, for it to be all the way down before it starts working. Okay, and we're back here again and joined by Steven. And one thing I will have to say about this map, the Ohio map synchronizes very quickly, which is nice. Pleasant Valley Rivers there was starting to take quite a while to sync there at the end. Definitely playing a lot of synchronization simulator there towards the end of Pleasant Valley Rivers. Now we're playing it quite a bit on here on Ohio as well, but at least it is fairly quickly with its synchronizations. Speaking of Ohio, and I think it was Bull that told me this, the Ohio map, obviously it's, shall we say, somewhat buggy. There's no reset point, no walls around the outside. There's also no water plane, so when you drive in the water, you can actually drive in the water and unfortunately get stuck in the rivers. But it was Bull that was telling me, I think this map was actually not supposed to be released. This is supposed to be a private map. And unfortunately, somebody leaked it out, I guess. That is why there is a naming discrepancy. The original map was made as the Northwest Ohio map. And if I might not have this 100% right, folks, so don't quote me. But my understanding, this map was made as the Northwest Ohio map. And I don't remember who the mod authors were, but it was made as the Northwest Ohio map. Apparently, somebody leaked it out. And by leaking it out, they renamed it to the Northeast Ohio map. So it's technically the Northwest Ohio map here, but then they leaked it out as Northeast Ohio. So that's kind of how they sneaked it out. Kind of very dirty and underhanded there. So this map technically was not finished yet, and therefore that's why it has some problems. There are no animals, to my knowledge, on this map. I think that's Farmer Joe over there, I'm guessing. And there's no reset point. This map was not designed to be a multiplayer map. Thankfully, it works multiplayer. We're not really having any issues. We have had it crash twice. Don't really know why it crashed. And at least it's not doing it like constantly. It's only done it twice. And it's been up for about, well, not quite a week yet. So that's not too bad. And by the way, for maps next, folks, seeing as how this map probably is not going to last real long, I know someone's asking, how do you determine when to do another map? Not sure how to explain it, folks, but when we're done, if that makes sense. Oh, did not mean to detach. Let's try the button next to it. Oh, gonna be, nope, okay. Try that again. Wasn't looking at my side panel there, just kind of reached across, pushed the button, and like, oop, that's the wrong one. Seriously, that's not, oh, we're too far back, okay. There we go. Oh, Farmer Joe's coming back to finish that. Okay. I was going to get that. Looks like he did already. Oh, we got somebody else helping plant too. Who is that? Might be Steven, actually. Look at that puny little planter. Oh, so mean. That actually is a really nice planter, by the way. If folks want to check that out, that's the 12-row John Deere 1760, I think it is. I'd like to say 1760. I might be wrong on that, but John Deere 1760 planter. Really nice smaller planter if you're looking for a smaller John Deere planter. Actually, I should say a smaller row crop planter. Curtis was saying in the U.S., Lexions are Cat brand. We have Cat dealer in our town. It has Cat Lexion harvesters and other farm equipment. I'd actually have to look, folks, because I know there is a dealer down the road from us. They have a Lexion combine. I don't remember if it's a Cat Lexion. I'm guessing it is a Cat Lexion. I was thinking it was a Kloss Lexion. But I'm thinking now that I think about it, folks, I think it's actually a Cat Lexion. Dylan was asking, why such small drills for starting Ohio? And by drills, I should say drill, because we only started with one. Because it did not take so long, folks, to upgrade to the next size drill. Actually, we upgraded quite quickly. And seeing as how we own all the fields on this map, you got to start with something that's going to kind of hold you back, if that makes sense. Okay, let's push the right button this time. Oh, looks like they're going to finish that up, so we'll keep moving down this way then. Obviously, folks, a really big field, but when you have a really big planter like this, it's not such a big field. Oh, yeah, doesn't like that sometimes. Ben was asking, I'm here in America for my vacation. I was wondering what state or county you live in. Because I know you said it in one of your videos, but I can't remember. I live in Michigan, particularly West Michigan. For your folks not familiar with that, that is the glove state. I've also heard it compared as the opposite of Florida. Not sure if that's true or not, but oh, by the way, folks, these yellow markers in the field, we think those are actually field markers. Guessing that's what those actually are. If you look at the map here, You can see it actually marks where, man, hired worker, get off. This happens when you hide in the HUD, apparently. You see it actually marks where the field boundaries are, so we're guessing that's actually what that is. Tim was asking, can you tell me how to get the John Deere Moco mower? The John Deere Moco, as well as the New Holland mowers, can be gotten off of American Eagle modding. There's a New Holland version, by the way, folks, that looks identical to the John Deere Mocos. I'm guessing their model are just reskinned after each other. I'm not sure which one is reskinned after which one. I mean, is the John Deere reskinned after the New Hollands, or is the New Holland reskinned after the John Deere? I'm not sure, but they pretty much look identical, just New Holland skin versus the John Deere skin. Okay, we're back again and joined by Jacob. And Anthony was saying, great video, and wow, you had some work getting your hands, or getting all the equipment going there on Oklahoma. Once you have, oh, the world. Okay, that definitely did not work out with GPS mod there. Try to straighten that out. Yeah, sometimes with those articulated tractors, the GPS mod does not like it. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, there we go finally. I'm not sure what was all that was all about, but anyway. Back to Anthony's question. He says, great video, and wow, you have some work on your hands getting them to work, but in the end, it'll look great seeing them all going up and down the fields. Yes, folks, it did look pretty cool there after I finished recording. Obviously, I let them continue to work. Pretty cool watching 6 combines going up and down the, well, didn't quite make it to going up and down the field yet, folks. I'm going to save that for the next video on Oklahoma. But we're pretty much right to the point where they're going to start going up and down the field. O'Sullivan was saying you should have used auto combine. So much easier to set up. And you can set minimum distance between combines so they don't crash into each other. That is a possibility, folks, but in my experience, auto combine on square fields is sometimes more work than what it's worth. Sometimes it's easier just to set up course play. Basically, folks, once we have it set up, it should work. The only issue we might have to wait for is the first combine to get unloaded. Oh, and he is going to do that turn again. Okay. Let's do some turning manual here and get that straightened out. We are seeding corn. I watch everybody reply, oh, I thought we were seeding soybeans. Or wheat or some other such crop. That tends to happen every now and then on the multiplayer server. We all start seeding, and you know, eventually we get to the point, what are we seeding? I'm seeding wheat. Oh, I'm seeding corn. Oh, I'm seeding sugar beets. Or something like that. But anyway, we do get some mixed match fields every now and then. Hunter was saying, I live in Oklahoma area, and that is exactly what our farm looks like. That's pretty cool. No, the map actually looks like Oklahoma. You know what I think it is, folks? We're going a little bit too fast when we activate the GPS, and it doesn't like that, I'm guessing. There we go. Just about to have this field done, though. And, of course, helps when you have a John Deere DB120, a Kinsey 3800, and, sorry, Steven, your little planter doesn't help much. I couldn't resist saying that. I mean, at least I'm pretty sure that's Steven over there in the, that's actually, Steven is in the John Deere 4440. Yeah, I'm guessing that's him. Uh-oh, Farmer Joe, we're going to meet up. Oh, wow, I've actually gone through a lot of seeds already. Look at that, folks. We started out with 10, well, after we refilled anyway, we started out with 10,000 seeds. All right, down to 3,500. My goodness. So I plan to really go. This will actually be the first time I've actually ever used the John Deere DB120. I've used the DB90 before, but never the 120 here. This is also off the American Style Modding website, by the way. Anyway, folks, with that synchronization there, I think we better wrap it up. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.